Module 1, Objective 1, define and differentiate between anatomy and physiology and compare the levels of organization outlined in the text. Anatomy describes the structures of the body. We can approach anatomy from a number of different perspectives. Gross anatomy examines large structures that are visible with the naked eye, while microscopic anatomy examines things that require a microscope, so cells or even molecules. While anatomy describes the structure, physiology is the study of functions, so the functions of those anatomical structures. If we consider something like the heart, we can look at the anatomy of the heart. We can identify the chambers and the valves and the tissue. In terms of physiology of the heart, we know that the heart pumps blood throughout the cardiovascular system. So again, while anatomy describes the structure, physiology dictates the function. In terms of the different levels of organization, we can approach anatomy from a number of levels. We can start with the chemical or molecular level. Down here, we can look at atoms and how atoms are bonded together in order to form molecules. And molecules come together to form cells. And this is the cellular level. Cells are groups of atoms and molecules that form organelles, and they work together. And groups of cells and cell products form tissues. These are all cellular levels. Tissues are groups of cells that work together for a particular function. And when many tissue types come together, they form organs. So you can approach anatomy and physiology by looking at various organs and how they work together, such as the heart. And then, of course, organs come together to form organ systems. So if you consider the heart and all the blood vessels within the body, you have the cardiovascular system. And our textbook identifies 11 different organ systems. And then lastly, at the end of A&P 2, having gone through all of those organ systems, you should have a feel for the level of the organism and how those different organ systems work together. And that's really the major goal of this 2-semester sequence course, is that at the end you have an appreciation for how the body works as a whole, and that would be at the organismal level. So we're going to start off talking about atoms and how atoms come together to form molecules and how molecules form cells and cells form tissues. And then as we gradually progress through the course of the year, we'll eventually end up with an understanding at the level of the organism. And A&P 1, we're going to cover the first 4 organ systems. So we'll look at the integumentary, the skeletal, the muscular, and the nervous. And then we'll pick up with endocrinology in A&P 2. Here are the remaining organ systems. And again, we'll get to these in due time. I just wanted to show them here to kind of give you an idea of what we plan to cover over the course of the next